Cool Stories has just released a beta version of their app, and my courses are there. Please download the app and check out my courses How to Breathe While Singing, Warm Up Any Voice and Expanding Vocal Range. It will mean so much to see you there. Let the video begin. Hello guys, kumusta kayo? Apa kabar? I'm Yazik, I'm a singer and a vocal coach based in Warsaw, Poland, and today I have something special for you. I will react to a climax of I Will Always Love You that was popularized by Whitney Houston, and the first original singer was Dolly Parton. And then we're going to check the climax by Aina Abdul, so that's the second, Charice, Siti Nurhaliza, Morissette and Katrina Velarde. Make sure to tell me in the comment section who's your favorite, and if you want me to check a climax of a different song and sung by which singers. Before we start, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more, and if you want to support what I do, please download the app called Cool Stories. This is a company that I've paired to release my courses, and they've just released a beta version of the app, and we need you to tell us if it's working properly, if you like it. Just let us know and I'll be super happy to see you there. Let's start with one and only Whitney Houston.
I will always love you. Yeah, I will always love you. Yeah, I will always love
you. Beautiful. Dynamics. We love you. Nice lowered larynx.
Love you.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. So Whitney Houston, she inspired all of the singers that inspire the singers that sing now, let's say. Definitely a huge fan, and even like Siti Nurhaliza say that Whitney Houston is one of her biggest inspirations, and singers like Christina Aguilera and Jennifer Hudson and all of the biggest, they always mention Whitney Houston. And this climax was awesome. I think it was lowered by one semitone, but it doesn't matter. The power is there, and the clarity in her voice, and the transitions, and the dynamics, and she's playful and so elegant. Whitney Houston was something else, and there will never be another. But now it's time to see the climax by Aina Abdul, which I love dearly. Not going to head voice, staying in her mix. Nice transition. Some growls. That was lovely. Dynamics as well. I love Aina.
Thank you so
Thank you, Aina.
Assalamualaikum.
We know your name, Aina. Don't worry, you don't have to say your name. Everyone knows you and love you. So Aina Abdul has a lot of soul. I know her perform. I've been watching her for years now, and I know how powerful she can be. Her technique is a little bit different compared to Whitney Houston, so that's why Whitney was so special, because she could belt with a lot of chest presence and rounded tone, and she could sing so high as well. But to hold, higher notes and phrase on them, it was not like a struggle, but it needed a lot of more energy from her. With Aina Abdul, she's mixing where her bridge begins, and the climax of I Will Always Love You is on the bridge of most women. So she was mixing there properly, but it was not as powerful as Whitney Houston. Whitney Houston was putting far more weight to those belts and to the climax, and she sang in an original key, which is B4 at first, and then it picks on C#5. And for Aina Abdul, singing C#5 in her mix, some would say in her chest, is something that is so natural for her and probably a little bit easier than going to her head voice and back. I love the dynamics. I love that she changed a little bit some runs and played with the song. It's one of the biggest songs because it's at the bridge and you need a lot of power, you need a lot of support, and she was not taking so many breaths as, let's say, Whitney Houston did. Not that it matters, but I'm just pointing out the differences. Love both so much. Time for Charice Pempenko. Love you. The agility is there. Also different. A little bit sharp. The kids are so bored.
Love you.
Bravo. Yes, bravo, Charice. So, yeah, the kids were bored, man. They don't know good singing and music. Kids are bored with such stuff, and they were showing them, but it doesn't matter. Charice's Pempenko version is definitely closer to Whitney Houston because she uses a lot more chest in her mix, and the sound is heavier. She's also using a froggy sound, and it makes your voice sounds a little bit like this. This is a very lame impression, but just to show you. And she's adding more of that, and the higher she goes, the sound transfers more here, and it's more twangy and edgy as well. That's why she can transfer the power from her lower belts, chesty belts, up high. And this is not something that Aina does so much. She's more like resonance. Yes, let's play with the resonance. It's powerful, but she's not forcing her voice to sound bigger than it is. And Charice has a big voice. Jake now has a big voice, but it's also amplified with different effects as well to make it even more rounded, even more heavy, and it works, and it's very impressive. And I love the transitions, and I love the fact that she changed the melody a little bit at the end as well. And this version is definitely closer to Whitney Houston. Siti Nurhaliza. little bit under, doesn't matter.
always love you.
Perfect now.
I will always love you. Darling, I love you. I will always love you.
Yay! Bravo!
Thank you.
Yay!
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye. Thank you. Okay, so this is interesting because Siti Nurhaliza is in between of Charice and Aina because she's splitting the vowels love you sometimes to make it chestier and edgier, but then she's adding love for some words going for and then her sound transfers to a place where Aina Abdul's voice is the most of the time. This is a great order, like singer by singer, so I can explain to you a lot of things. Her belts were a little bit more chesty than Aina's, but less rounded and powerful, I think, than Charice. But they were far more edgy. And no, and or Aina, and so it's so awesome to see that she plays with the resonance, she plays with her power, and she switches to her head voice, which is a very comfortable part of her voice, especially in this song going for you. You can tell that she's really like chilled there. But the bells around your bridge are always a little bit, demanding for your body, for your voice. So if you do something wrong with the vowel or you have a worse day, you can crack, and it's alright. But she didn't crack, she was okay. Powerful, very graceful, and you can tell that she sings very well, and I like her version a lot. Morissette Amon, and that's recent. That's 5th of November in the USA. So that was 2 days ago for me. It's 7th of November for me now, but this is going to be released probably next week. So 3, 2, 1, go. And the squeaks. Perfect. Dynamics. The agility. Amazing.
Very excited.
Amazing, amazing. Morissette Amon is special, man. Like when you play all of these greatest singers of Asia, she really stands out in a way. I'm not here to pick one against another or pick you against each other as fans. They all have passed that line of being a great singer, and they are way above that line of, average. Like they're way above that. So after that line, I always say it's just apples and oranges. It's a matter of preference. It's very subjective, and it goes down to artistry, the way they perform, the way they look, the song they write. This is the image that they give you. But with their voices, they can do anything. So just to be clear, okay? But when it comes to Morissette's version, it is kind of in between of Charice and Siti in a way, because it's chesty, but it's rounded, not as edgy as Siti Nurhaliza, and not as froggy as Charice Pempenko. So she's kind of right in the middle of both of them, and she has some of the moments that Aina Abdul would do with the placement, but she's also using love you, splitting the vowel a little bit to make it sound a little bit more chesty, but there is not much edginess in her voice, and I think she has controlled and handled the climax technically best because it was just not tiring for her at all. Long phrases, short breaths, very long phrases, great control, great pitch, vibrato whatever she wanted. It sounded kind of easy for her, you know, but still powerful. And the head voice is very similar to Whitney Houston's head voice. So it's not like you, it's not here, it's you, it's down here, you. A little bit lowered larynx, and that's what makes the head voice sound powerful, and it's like you can play with it, and it's surprising to people because a lot of people are saying love you, and that's love you, you bring down here, not These are many techniques that you can use for your voice to make it sound a little bit darker, a little bit more meaty, and she's definitely using a lot of these things to make her voice sound big and impressive, and it's a huge ballad and she's handled it very well. The last one I'm gonna be checking today is Katrina Velarde. Let's do it. Effortless. I love her so much. So playful. Okay, shut up. So the last note was G sharp 6, if someone asked. Bravo, Katrina Velarde. Okay, so this is amazing, and this is very long as well. Missy will kill me. I gotta say that Katrina Velarde's placement was the mixture of everything that's happened so far, and she's so perfect, and it was also so easy for her. A lot of chest presence. She has a different texture to her voice compared to the other ladies. It's far more edgy naturally. It's loud, it's brighter, but she's lowered her larynx a little bit for the climax to make it sound more rounded and more heavy. And the placement of her vowels is so perfect, and it just transfers so easy, like you cannot even tell. Sometimes when she goes for and I will always love you, and she goes back to that and Aina sings love you, she stays here and she's like love you, I will always love, again here love you, and she just took one breath in between of these long phrases, and she's probably the only one that did what it was in the original version of The Bodyguard. Long phrases, and I will always love you, I will always, breath, Love you, I will always love you, I will always love. Breath. You. So she just took 2 breaths, I think, and the other ladies were taking a lot. And I'm not saying that she's better because of that, but it just shows you that it's easier for her, and her technique is just like she's this robot. Like, she cannot go off pitch, but she's so funny, and she can take all of these big songs and just turn them to something else and make it even more complicated for others to cover. Katrina is special too. Guys, I really enjoyed doing this. I could really dig in and talk about technique. If you like this kind of content, please share it so it gets the views, and let me know what climax do I react to next and which singers am I comparing. Not comparing, but just talking about. We're not comparing. We're just talking about the greatest. I'll see you soon. Take care. Bye bye. 'Cause you cannot tear my